Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn, June 19, 2025. Very creative energy is with you today, and you may tap into it more easily if allowed some free time and space. An unusual attraction or desire can emerge, possibly even from a dream, or a private longing can take hold. You seek harmony in your relationships and are willing to go to great lengths to achieve it. While there can be some distinct mental tension early today, as the day progresses, you're more likely to let go of stress as you focus on broader goals and dreams. A Sun-Chiron aspect coming into influence now is particularly supportive of your finances, career, and reputation. This is a good time for gaining backing. Your insight and perceptiveness are especially unique, and they distinguish you from the crowd. It can also be a powerful day for intimate relationships. You are reveling in one of the most important and joyous periods of your entire life. Mighty Jupiter, the planet of miracles and life lessons, is dancing near the crown of your solar, energizing your solar house of friendships, communities, and groups. This will continue until June 2026 and is granting you more bliss and opportunities to reach toward lifelong aspirations. This is one of the most miraculous periods ever to have fun with your one and only, as well as circulate amongst many friends. If you are single, a friend could now turn into a lover, or you'll find more luck in online dating. You were recently granted access to certain informa tie-in that gives you a serious edge. It's supposed to be confidential. You might be tempted to spill, but hang on to it for now. Elvis Presley died of heart failure. Got your attention? If you don't understand fat, it is time to go on the internet and do 15 minutes worth of research. You need to protect your heart against high cholesterol. Saturated fat animal products and dairy stimulates the liver to make LDL cholesterol, and there is overwhelming evidence proving its adverse effect on the arteries. Unsaturated fat is better: avocados, peanuts, and olive oil. Live and learn. With this vibration occurring, you can almost bet that you're going to want to become better informed. This might be through some form of formal education, like a virtual course or workshop. Or perhaps it will simply mean connecting with those around you and getting more in the know of things. Whatever the case, don't hesitate to dig deep and find what you want to know. Ask as many questions as you need to in order to feel satisfied. A friendly aspect between the moon, as it makes its only visit to your work sector while the sun is in your career sector today, is doing more than just getting the new working week off to a positive start. Just days after clashing as a full moon, this has put the sun and moon back in harmony, increasing your confidence and awareness. Just as over the last 7 days, the dynamics of this professional year have changed. Even pushback from Mars when it comes to knowing and to keep your work hat on and when to take it off can work to your advantage. 2 days after the moon left your romantic sector and wrapped up its only visit while Venus, the planet of love, is in an adventurous part of your chart, life has taken a busier turn. Normally, the impact from these romantically charged lunar vibes would be starting to wane, but with Venus not only using this in her mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together, but big with time support on the way. Capricorn, structure supports growth, but rigidity chokes it. Quote of the day: discipline breathes better with flexibility. Color: slate gray, strong and shifting. Lucky numbers: 4, 8, 16. Something you've been managing tightly might need a looser grip. Let it breathe, you'll find it holds shape on its own. Our eyes in the sky. For June 19, 2025, the tarot brings forward a story of breakthrough, emotional clarity, and reclaiming your power in unexpected ways. The cards drawn today are the Tower, Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Star, and 10 of Cups. This combination weaves a narrative that starts with surprise or shift, but flows into something beautifully stabilizing, emotionally rich, and full of promise. Let's walk through the energy together. The day begins with the Tower, a card that many fear, but one that actually arrives when life is realigning something that has gone too long without change. Have you ever had one of those moments when something you've been avoiding finally comes to a head, and afterward, though it was uncomfortable, you feel strangely lighter, even clearer? That's the Tower at its best. It might come as an unexpected conversation, a change in plans, or even a small epiphany that shakes up your perspective. Today, try not to resist what is shifting. What's Seems like a disruption could be the very thing clearing space for something better. Sometimes the universe gently rearranges us, other times, it gives us a nudge we didn't know we needed. Right after this shake-up, the energy softens beautifully with the Page of Cups. There's a vulnerability here that feels fresh, raw, and open-hearted. This card often symbolizes emotional messages, creativity, or the arrival of something unexpectedly sweet, a compliment, an apology, an invitation to connect. You may be feeling more sensitive today, but instead of hiding it, this card encourages you to embrace your feelings, even the awkward or childlike ones. Be open to small gestures of kindness or intuition. If your heart speaks softly today, listen. It might come as a hunch, a memory, or a feeling you just can't shake. That is your inner voice gently guiding you back to yourself. As we move forward, Knight of Pentacles arrives with the steady hand of grounding energy. After the emotional highs and lows, this Knight reminds us that real change and progress happen through consistency and care. Whether you're working on your goals, tending to your health, or repairing relationships, the Knight encourages you to keep showing up. Small, practical steps taken today will have a long-term impact. Don't underestimate the power of doing something simple with devotion, watering your plants, making a nourishing meal, or following through on a promise to yourself. This is about quiet commitment over flash high moves. Then comes the luminous star card, shining over everything that's come before it. The star brings hope, healing, and the promise that something greater is still unfolding. If you've been feeling a bit lost, stuck, or uncertain lately, this card reassures you that you're being guided even if you can't see the whole picture yet. There's something incredibly reassuring about the star. It reminds us to look up again, to remember that the journey continues and that our dreams are not foolish. They are sacred. Take a moment today to reconnect with something that inspires you. It might be art, nature, a spiritual practice, or even just the sky itself. Let it remind you that you're not alone and that renewal is not only possible, it's already happening. Finally, we close the reading with the beautiful Ten of Cups, a card of emotional fulfillment, harmony, and deep connection. Whether this shows up in the form of family, chosen community, or even a peaceful moment alone where you feel truly whole, this card says, joy is here. Or at the very least, it's within reach. After the earlier shake-up of the Tower, this card is a confirmation that the release was worth it. Today may end on a high note, or it may simply hold a small, powerful reminder that you are loved, that your heart is capable of great connection, and that home is not just a place, it's a feeling we carry and share. So, June 19th reminds us that even when the ground shifts beneath our feet, beauty and meaning often emerge in the spaces we thought were broken. From revelation to resilience, from vulnerability to victory, there's a rhythm today that calls for trust, openness, and a return to what truly matters. What part of today's message spoke most to you? Have you recently gone through a personal Tower moment that led to unexpected clarity or peace? Share your stories in the comments, it might just be the encouragement someone else needs to read.